So obviously we want to give a good quality audit. And so the engagement partner is responsible for a good quality audit by leading things in such a way that would lead to a quality audit, by making sure that nobody has ethical threats and those that they do have are brought to an acceptable level, those on the team that is. Make sure we've got adequate resources compared to the risk that's showing itself in the audit. Make sure that we direct and supervise and review. We'll look at that in a bit, but make sure that you direct and supervise your team in such a way that there'll be a good quality audit. Make sure that any matters that maybe juniors looking at that don't really understand, make sure there's room for them to consult with somebody higher up, and that will ensure that everybody's working at the right level. And have an engagement quality review. This is for listed companies, though non-listed companies can do that. And we'll have a look at that in a second. And finally, we monitor everything. So make sure that everything's going to plan. If it's not, do we need to update the audit program, etc. So let's have a look at that direction and supervision in a bit more detail. So in terms of direction, we're going to brief the team, tell them their understanding of the business, where the potential risks are, etc. We're going to create an audit program that will do all that as well. We will give time budgets, and obviously the time budgets will reflect how risky certain areas are. And of course, we're going to set the engagement partner is going to set a strategy and a plan that ensures a good quality audit. Now, in terms of supervision, well, we need to make sure that the assistant auditors have the relevant skills for what they're asking to be asked to do. Make sure that they understand what they're being asked to do. We will also step in when we need to resolve judgment differences between different members on the staff. The engagement partner steps in, and it's quite healthy to have judgment differences, but obviously the partner is ultimately responsible. And as we said before, we must be able to identify areas where people differ on judgment or they don't have the skills, and they can feel free to say, look, I'm not quite too sure about this, so I want to consult somebody higher up. An engagement quality review, then, we said was for listed companies basically, but you must appoint an engagement quality reviewer. That could be somebody like a different partner in the firm, or it could even be an external person. And what they're basically looking at is to make sure that you've done a quality audit by looking at all the significant judgments you made. And of course, you must do this before the report actually goes out.